Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and we're back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends. Now, I haven't recorded Legends in the past couple of days, and that's because, well, I was trying to do some laddering. I got stuck in some really crummy matchups. I went on a big losing streak. I was kind of upset about it. And, well, while there were a couple of really good games that I wish I had recorded, and trust me, those games I don't really mind losing. I had a lot of other ones that weren't exactly that great. I had some more Talani games. I've had this support mage, which, honestly, while it started off as a cool concept back a long time ago, well, I don't know if it's just me, but every time I've played up against it, they've gotten unusually lucky in the types of cards that they're pulling out of their deck, or the random cards that they're generating. So much so that I might decide to run that, because hey, if somebody's getting unusually lucky, then I might try to take a stab at that. But anyways, we're not actually here to go on ladder for today. There's a new event coming up, a new Gauntlet, and it is for only common cards, which at first I thought, oh, this is going to be a pretty interesting draft, and then I realized there's not really a lot of cards that rely on commons. Essentially, there's not even any class cards that are common. Every class card is either rare, epic, or legend. There's no common. So you can't even go like a triple class card in this instance. Yet you have to go common only. And so I drafted a deck of 55 commons, where and a large part of what I'm trying to do is see if I can boost up Manic Jack to the point where he has a lot of to the point where he can get enough keywords that he just becomes unstoppable. Of course, we have Crushing Blow as well, and a few other prophecy cards.
Behold, my magnificent monster.
So yeah, that is my plan. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a test run of this deck.
I'm sure I don't have any idea who took your call.
Yeah, that's gonna have to die. Sorry.
Let's do the fish stick.
Before I accidentally lose him, we can mana mutation, and it'd be pretty crazy if we got drain on the guy. To be honest, to be realistic. And of course, we have six house amulet. Now I've got 2 of these in the deck, 2 lesser wards and 2 amulets.
My bow is ready. My sword hand itches.
Not good. There's a shambles, so I can shambles that and kill that.
Let's do the fish stick.
Defeated.
So this is a good example of how the deck is working out in almost a perfect sense. Clearly he's not running with the commons, or is he? No, see, that's not a common. That is not a serious, not a common card. Oh goodness, that could be a deadly. Oh my gosh.
Let's do the fish stick.
That Manic Jack's kind of, he's definitely manic. He's gotten out of control. Skyforge. Interesting. No, I think I'm gonna play a Dark Harvester instead of Savage Ogre. That way I can defend Jack.
Let's do the fish stick.
I can at least put up a defense for him. And then next turn we have Savage Ogre and I can kill him. Even if he puts the extra dagger on. Oh no, if he puts an extra dagger on that, I can't kill him. But no. Maybe I could. Currently I'm thinking he might be trying to like finish off or execute Jack here. Oh no! Oh no! Well, that's gonna have to die.
Here's how it's done.
So definitely a. I don't know what he's playing. Oh, I can make him drive mad. Yeah, he can drive mad. And we got Savage Ogre, which I really need to get down. I need to play him sooner rather than later. Oh, you got the rally on him. Ouch. Yeah, that's gonna have to die. Does that must be the only creature in his hand, though. That has to be. Either that or he struck a couple really good, good rallies. Rim Siege. What kind of deck is this? I don't know what it is. I kind of like it, though. Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. Let's do this. Just have to keep hitting him. Huh. Would you look at that? That's not a half bad of a play. I wish I saw a deck like this on ladder. I really do. You can't give it to him. You can only give it to the werewolf or that guy.
There's loot here, Skyward. I can smell it.
Yeah, these cards are gonna start to get a little bit too big. Let's do this.
You can't defeat me! Go get them, Skyward.
Alright, which one did you accomplish?
Go get them, Skyward.
You got a creature, and you got an action from that. You know, that's actually kind of clever.
Nicely done.
I gotta give it to him. That's kind of borderline genius. I have to give it.
Do for you.
Oh. Oh my! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh boy.
The
Question
treasure
is he
will
gonna
be
give me
ours.
any cards? Yeah, I didn't think so. Gatekeeper. Could do that.
Let nothing through. Close ranks. To dust with you.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Ow. Owie. Ow. Seriously, this was well thought out.
As long as you're here, try to be useful.
Ernie Clanstalker probably gonna pick the Scholar.
You'll be moving along now, yes?
No, he's picking Gatekeeper. Is he gonna go attack? Question, answer is yes. I have some prophecies. If I can actually activate, there we go. Okay. Sadly, not quite enough. I need 2 more damage. Another more cruel would be great.
I will not waste words on one so ugly.
Oh. That kind of sucks. Oh, the good double curse. Not the curse. Okay, well, that's my win too. No,
That was fought well.
that was my win. I'm supposed to win that! Yeah. Well, question is, can I hold on long enough? I suppose it depends. Well, hold on a second. If I say more cruel,
Let nothing through. Close ranks.
more cruel on the on this gatekeeper. Have this gatekeeper trade into you. Play Tharana's Lawsman. Technically that holds, and I could possibly get a prophecy.
Blood and honor.
So we do that, and I do this. Oh my gosh. This only works if I get a prophecy and all my guards manage to summon. Nope, that's. Oh, hang on a second. I could also get the second look. I do have another item. Is that dead?
My bow is ready.
Ah, that's dead. Oh, well. Nicely
Go
done.
get them, Skywag.
Okay, we're just gonna.
The battle is yours.
You have to give it credit. Like, for a deck that's only filled with commons, it still held up pretty decently. Given the deck that's actually playing with everything on the spectrum, the deck held up pretty well. Which is playing against decks that are running like legends and legends, epics, and rares, and having it being able to go toe to toe and come oh so close to actually coming out on top. I mean, if one of those other cards was lower that I got off the runes was lower Canton Smith, that was game over. Or even if I got Cliff Hunter, actually. Or even if I got Savage Ogre as well. I didn't want to draw both of those. I wanted to keep them in the deck. But still, it can go toe to toe. It can do that. And this is why I kind of feel like this, like a style of battle mage that relies on weakening your opponent over time. This better not be, because you can't actually have that. You can't have this combination for the Gauntlet. I did try. I checked.
Observe.
You can't have this combination. So if that's what he's indeed going for, then he's kind of SOL. But if it's not, then, well, we're about to get kicked. I mean, I could actually use Greybeard Mentors in the deck. Really? That's not the card you picked? Would have thought maybe it was. Alright, so you can drive that. You know, I could... if that was indeed another... So I'm assuming that he could have picked Unrelenting Force. Yeah, this deck is not a singleton deck. But we're still gonna do the experiment. We're gonna see if we can go toe to toe up against this deck, up against this type of deck.
You can't defeat me.
We're still gonna if we can't, like, being able to go toe to toe against decks that are running every other card in the game, aside including commons. It's going to be a great test to tell me, is this deck going to be good enough? And that's kind of what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, that's good. So I can do that. I'm going to give the Steel Scimitar. Actually, I'm going to give it to the Crocodile. Play the Initiate.
I am ready to join the circle.
Go face twice. And do I want to drive you mad? Question is, have you played any other items? No. Oh yeah, you did. You played a purple item. I could drive you mad and that would save the Atronach in theory. I'm actually going to just end the turn. No need to overcomplicate this thought process. Kind of figured that was coming, which is why I wanted to hold off on giving the sword to the crocodile. But I also knew that if I gave it to the Atronak, he would just use Frost Breath on it. Okay, there goes my boy there. We're gonna play the Ogre on the Conjure. Nice. Do I give it the Steel Scimitar buff as well? I'm gonna say yes, we'll do that.
To dust with you.
Oh, you got a Prophecy. Is it a Lightning Bolt? I do have Lightning Bolts in the deck.
Fighters Guild stands ever ready.
I originally had wanted to make a Guildsworn deck, and I thought, okay, maybe we could do this. But this one card here was what prevented me, and it's the rarity type of it, which is it's a common, or I mean a rare. And which this was what made me to discover that you can't play any of the triple classes, which is also, I think, like, that's super cool. I was not expecting.
This might be handy.
Like, in my thought process, I went, okay, I should be able to do this, but no, I didn't expect to be able to not do this, actually.
Let nothing through. Ranks.
We'll see how they like someone who fights
Which, in
back.
my opinion, like, when I saw that, I went, that's pretty awesome, because they effectively managed to design an event that takes us almost back, like, it effectively eliminates almost 90, like, a large amount of the synergy that you have from all these new cards that are coming into the game. And as you see from a lot of the cards, oh my, a lot of the cards I'm playing, with the exception of Drive Mad, they're all cards from like some of the earliest sets. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like all these cards are from from all the earlier sets.
Don't be a nuisance.
And it forces you to need to do that. Okay, one of these has to be Unrelenting Force.
Away with you!
By the fires of oblivion. The hunt is on.
Yeah, Greybeard. I mean, Dragonborn.
Let's see if we can reach a range.
Kill you.
Yeah, so I think Drive Mad might be the card, might be a card from the most recent card that I have in this deck. I don't think I have any Alliance Wars sets or anything from elsewhere.
Force!
That's unfortunate. He's trying to buff that guy up. Now that sucks. I need to get a couple of strong creatures to stick on the field. Shambles, that'll do. So if I can, say, freeze the mage. And I have a few cards in my deck that'll get me the extra bit of damage to push through. Not to mention he has yet to actually break any of my runes. He might be trying for a one-turn kill. That's problematic, especially if he gets a dragon aspect. I really don't want him to get a dragon aspect.
Gone!
That's fine.
I believe.
That's okay too. 4 damage. Lightning bolts. That's not lightning bolts. I win with lightning bolts, so it's up to him whether he wants to trigger the prophecies, and I have all 3 copies of it.
Never give ground.
Care to join me on the hunt?
I don't think you realize exactly what you could possibly run against here. Like, this would be classic. Classic. If I pick a lightning bolt up. Alright. So, let's play that.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
I need to make him go through... I need to make him sacrifice his guards. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's not going to make him get rid of his guard.
For 7
That's fine.
My paws are quicker than your eyes. My paws are quicker than your eyes.
See, the thing is, I can keep drawing, and eventually I'm going to get lightning bolts.
Glory will be ours.
Alright, how many cards do I got left? 37 cards, 3 lightning bolts, 3 in 37 chance that I can win the game right here. Being very hesitant, though.
I will end you.
Alright, that's 2 chances there. Can I get it? Nope. I need lightning bolt. Come on, deck. This would be so classic right now. Yes! Oh, the classic lightning bolt. Oh, something that I'm both annoyed to see, and at the same time, I sometimes get a laugh out of it. Like I said, bound to happen. Alright, so we went toe-to-toe against that really cool Archer deck, which I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna try to see if I can get him as a friend. I'll do that later. I'll do that a little bit later. So, yeah, I think we're gonna end it. I will show you the deck list for what I have for this common only deck. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. Like I said, there's a lot of ways that I can get extra damage. Like, I have quite a few. I have 8 items in the deck. Actions that can deal some damage. I got Fell the Mighty and Drive Mad for my clears. Crushing Blow for that neutral damage. Thorana's Lawsman, which in most of the decks is kind of crap. However, in something that's common only. And actually, here, hold on a second. If we go search up, no. So if we go to common only, right, the only removal that these guys have Javelin that can remove ward creatures. Can also blink out. I think, do these guys have Mummify? I think they do have Mummify. If I'm no, do they not? Oh, they don't have Mummify. Huh. Yeah, as like you might also find it the same case as me, but as you're going through this, you just realize you're kind of realizing just how well, like all these other decks, just how much they rely on the rare cards, like cards that have the rare rarity. Like you notice you kind of notice these things, and you go, oh my, like Mummify. There, see, it's a rare. I kind of always thought this was just a common card because I saw it a lot, but you go through and you're noticing, like, look how many cards there are that are actually common. Like a lot of these cards sometimes you don't see very often. You don't see you see a lot of the rares and epics, and yeah, you do see commons from time to time, but you don't. Like, it's the rares and the epics that bring the deck together. The commons are just there as, okay, here's a good concept. Rares bring the deck together. Epics solidifies that deck, and you could toss in legends for those really like, oh, I'm gonna get you now, or this makes an incredible amount of sense in this. Like you just kind of notice all the commons in here that not many people play. And so when building this deck, like, I know they've had these types of events in the past, but I think they've never been, at least to my knowledge, they haven't been commons only. They've been common and rare. But having this as a common only kind of makes you go, eye open, go, oh my, I'm kind of restricted what I can do. Like, for instance, with Willpower, we can get quite a few weak drain creatures to throw into the decks. and then you pair it along with some, like a couple of removal actions. Like in this, if we see any like willpower, we might see Rite of Execution, because while it is a very poor piercing poor destroy creatures, and piercing javelin's much better, you don't have cast at a time. You don't have you don't have any of the other removals that you use, like cast into time. What else would I use? There's a few other removals in here. You do have executes. I'm trying to think what else would. You don't have Aerostorm, so you can't like mass clear a weak lane. You don't have like the feasting hunger, where you can get like benefit off of your opponent playing a lot of weak creatures. You don't have the Crusaders to draw those extra cards or transform to grit. You do have you can drain, and you get a little bit of drain from Golden Initiate. Like you don't even have Penitent. Like I see this card play a lot to remove keywords. You don't even get that. Like another creature another removal that you can get is Luminous Shards, and you already have to do some damage to your opponent in order to be able to trigger that, which is kind of difficult to do. Fortunately, you don't have things like dumb things like Reconstruction Engine. It is a silly one. But yeah, it baffles me. It's how much. It's amazing. It's both amazing and it's a fresh concept, for goodness sakes. I think it's kind of genius. It's borderline genius, really. Okay, I think I'm going to stop talking about this before I go a bit crazy. Anyways, that's the deck list. 55 cards. I even went to pick Shadowmere for this, and then realized, no, that's a legendary. I can't pick that. Because I wanted to see if I could shove in a couple more charge creatures, and I actually might try to see if I can do that. Let me think here. What? Let's actually get rid of the. Yeah, let's get rid of Wandering Skeleton. And can I even pick it? The card, the Raiding Party. Can I pick Raiding Party? Nope, can't pick Raiding Party. Because that's a rare. So what if I go charge and take it off? So for charge, this is all we got. Well, at least in terms of strength, willpower or agility might have a bit more, but my goodness. I'm gonna actually toss in one more Vanguard, and I could, you know what? I might grab another cheap item. Let me see here. What would I like to pick, for instance? Could actually use with the tomes. So then I need to take out a couple cards. Prophecies, we got 19 of them in the deck, so almost a sixth of our. Oh, maybe I can go up to a. Let me think here. Take one more of those. Two Mystic Dragons, yes? Yeah. Okay, there we go. 60 card deck. I might need to. I probably will need to lower this down by a bit. But yeah, I've now kind of added in a few more prophecies to try and tighten up that. So now every draw we get has a 33% chance on it. Like it's a little more than that right now, but it's a 33% chance to draw prophecy off of a card. Combined it with like attack boot, like Savage Ogre, where it can give a large amount of attacks. You can use Cliff Hunter to say as a small removal for creatures, a bunch of items that can help boost up the strength of our guys, cards that benefit that are kind of weak but they have some good effects that can give us a bit of an edge, and of course a bit of a hidden weapon here in Manic Jack, where if we can get him out and mutate him a little bit, include some of the ward item, some of our ward cards, and even breakthrough on Dagoth Dagger, which I kind of completely forgot about that. Oh, I have 3 copies of that. Huh, interesting. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode before I go on for too much longer. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. I'm going to try to bring out another common variation just to test it out and see how well it does, because I got another one in mind. But let me know what you think about the setup that I currently have here. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you take out of it? And if you're going to take something out of it, let me leave a little bit of a description as to why you'd take it out, not just to help bring, and try to stay away from bring your deck down to 50. I hear that one a lot, and while I do recognize that, yeah, it is a valid claim, I want to as a bit of creative decision, you know, like maybe say, oh, I don't know, like in the case of Conjuration Scholar, take it out because by that point in the game, unless you're controlling with your opponent, unless your opponent is trying to control what you have, getting to this point and playing a guard, it's not really going to be worthwhile. Or maybe in the case of like Steel Scimitar, you already have Dagoth Daggers, which will give you keyword, and taking out one of them would benefit Manic Jack because you could give one of your Manic Jacks another keyword, which will give him an extra +1/+1. To which I say that is a good point. However, Steel Scimitar will give +2/+2 to any creature, and sometimes the extra health can benefit over the keyword. Now, I get it, breakthrough is pretty pretty good effect. I also 1 second, I'm about to cough. Oh, sorry, I think I choked on something there. Okay, I kind of forget where I was going with that point, but anyways, let me know what let me know any creative suggestions about the deck. Until next time, take it easy.